the inspiration was accidentally coming across Mark O'Brien's article on the internet on seeing a sex surrogate. And I think it was one of those kind of burning bush experiences that after that you're not quite the same anymore. And I guess that I related to it initially very closely because I'd also had polio at about the same time as Mark O'Brien, although pretty soon I began to see it as a very universal story about everyone's fear of sex.
I didn't want to face act or mug. I tried to just get my body still as the role required, and then just play it like a normal scene. Again, what are you trying to accomplish as an actor? What's the best thing for the story at this moment? And also,
you studied with Meisner, didn't you?
I have no acting training, actually. Yeah, I did read some books. I don't mean to brag.
You know, he won't say it, and it's kind of mundane to think about, but what John did is very, very difficult to be still from the neck down. You get wrapped up in a scene, which in theory we want to do, and get in an improv with the other actor, and next thing you know, you're waving your hands. It's not easy to do what he did.
It was difficult when Helen would be undressing me not to help. You know?
Yeah.
And I felt often bad that people had to be lifting this dead weight. But it is. You're right. You want to. As an actor, you want to throw the ball back and forth.
Especially with her on top of you. I think there's a lot of things you might want to do with your hands.
It's very true.
Hi, Mark O'Brien.
Your money's on the desk over there.
Yes, it is.
That was the wrong way to start off.
It really was. Shall we start again?
Please, you start.
I'm not a prostitute. You don't have to pay me up front. And there's a limit to the number of sessions we can have. The limit is 6. Shall we get undressed?
Sure.
Looking at a character with a disability is a way to sort of slow it all down and allow us, we are all Mark O'Brien, we are all John's character, hoping to be cared for, hoping to receive kindness and affection, hoping to not be humiliated, and maybe working with someone who can move less is a way for all of us to somehow sort of slow the dynamic down and look at ourselves.
You say priest and we think of child molestation, but the reality is that there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of priests who are doing great work in helping people, and I'm glad to play one, a man of the cloth, who comes up with the right answer, even though it is not precisely in line with church doctrine.
It was a fact that Mark was a devout Catholic, and I think that from time immemorial, religion and sex have been in this kind of wrestling match, and it was a way of him finding a spiritual level of what he was doing, as opposed to just physical release. But it was a very important aspect of it, and I just felt that in respect to him, I had to show that there was a spiritual struggle involved.
I don't think we ever thought it would have the kind of response that it has garnered, and we're really a little overwhelmed by how much people have embraced this film. We're very excited by that, and I don't think we really set out to make a film that was going to have the kind of impact that it appears to be having in terms of influencing people or changing people's attitudes, but it's all good. Every one of those things is something that we're proud to have been able to achieve.